Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for near price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis starting on the 4 days here for the overview for the bullish and bearish scenario. We have three waves toward the upside for a wave A or a wave W. After both case scenarios, you would like to see, of course, corrective wave WXY or ABC in this case, where we have finished a wave B or a wave A. Meaning you are looking here for, of course, as well W, X, and Y, or a wave A, B, and a C. A, B, and a C, your wave C is an impulse toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave C. If you are in the W, X, and a Y, your wave W has been given as well, same for the X. Your wave Y will be 3 waves rather than 5 waves. And that means, of course, it's going to be a structure, a zigzag, a flat, or it can be even a triangle. So the possibilities, as you can see in near, are very wide. Here, of course, in case we are in a wave Y, because it has a lot of possibilities that it might unfold. Now, the highest possibility is, of course, in case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, of course, you have a possibility for a zigzag, which is the highest. Now, the bearish scenarios is, of course, the short term, which we are right now. It should be done. It should be finished. We hit perfectly the blue box. The 0.61A, 0.786 taken from the wave 1, 2 here. Very nice blue box hit, and then potentially continuation toward the upside. Because anyways, this move looks like 5 waves already finished, but we're gonna, of course, dive a little bit deeper to see what's going on inside it. A bigger bearish scenario is taking this low with a wave C here, where you would like to see, of course, an A, B, and a C. Meaning you finish here, of course, a bigger A, B, and a C corrective, and then you move toward the upside after taking the low. Yeah, for, of course, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, continuation toward the upside. However, higher possibility is for this scenario here to move for higher, because this correction is so much long in time anyway regarding of this wave, right? So if we dive a little bit deeper inside near here, we can see, of course, inside this correction, we can read it as impulsive or as an ABC. But in an impulse, we have a problem as well for every single coin right now in the crypto market. It is true, we have an impulse, very nice impulse as well. If this is your wave 2, and this is your wave 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially, therefore, you have finished a wave 3 here. But your wave 5 for this wave 3 is not looking good. It's not looking 5 waves, and it doesn't look like an ending diagonal. And the only possibility still available is double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5, meaning still lower prices potentially are, of course, expected. Unless we have finished A, B, and a C, your wave C is this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But potentially this might turn, of course, into W, X, and a Y, meaning W for zigzag, and X here, and you got a Y already finished for this scenario. However, if we want to dive even deeper inside this wave, on the 4-hour chart, we can see that yeah, we have these possibilities, both possibilities as we explained in the overview, where you might have, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but the wave 5 is problematic. And yeah, telling us that we might still looking for wave C lower with lower prices, right? And that can be in 2 options, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, for very deep price action still, or a bigger W, X, and a Y. So we can have here potentially W, X, and a Y, or even W, X, Y, and a Z as a final scenario. It can be W, X, Y, X, and a Z. Your wave Z can be 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I find it the most closest scenario here and highest possibility, knowing that the WXYXZ is the most rare case scenario that you might have, but in this case scenario it is working perfectly. All right, why? Because of course we have 3 waves down for W, 3 waves up for the X or flat sideways, We have 3 waves for the Y, 3 waves for the X, or corrective, sideways, it doesn't matter, it can be here even. And you got, of course, the 3 waves down, and of course continuation for a wave Z. So all these waves looking at least matching each others, right? I prefer the X here, by the way, A, B, and a C. Matching each other. So if we get a Z here, this will match the Y and will match the W. Yeah, how much nice is this pattern, right? So that's why I see this as, of course, higher possibility that we might still move toward the downside, potentially, of course, unless we are impulsive here. We're gonna get the answer soon. So let's move to the 1 hour chart here to get some answers as well what's going on the current price action. We have a leading diagonal, very nice shape leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finishing wave 1. ABC for a wave 2, obviously that this is a longer correction, even 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning your wave 2 might have finished in this side potentially, yeah, in case that we finish on this side, or we have to consider this is a longer correction. So one of these two scenarios where we have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish wave 2, 1, 2, 3. Currently you are in a wave 4 and a 5 potentially, and then you're looking for big ABC corrective or impulsive, one of these scenarios. In case we are in a wave 2 here finished, we cannot call 1, 2 here, by the way. It's an A, B, and a C, and you're looking for lower. And if you are looking for lower, you would like to see an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially, you got it. Yeah, you got an impulse because if we take a look inside here, this wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1. Yeah, so we have to be careful with it as well. A, B, and a C for a wave 2, potentially continuation for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very possible. But yeah, I mean, it is complicated a little bit, but I think based on the time of the wave 1 here, the wave 2 can be easily taken here. Meaning if we take the time, so we started to take a little bit much more indications here to get a little bit much more insight. So as you can see, the time for a wave 2, well, normally the perfect time is 0.618, meaning this is a perfection. Yeah. But of course, a wave 2 even can move for longer. Yeah. However, the lowest part is here. Therefore, higher potential that the wave 2 is there. Therefore, the possibility goes much more higher for this one. Potentially, we are looking here for A, B, and a C. Maybe your wave C is not finished as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah. And in case this scenario is still on the move for higher, meaning we're looking for a wave 5 potentially here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C. Here we go. In this case scenario, if we move right now to the, if we move to the KGT, you can see on the KGT 3-minute chart, well, we have a convergence for the bearish, as you can see from the top here. Yeah. Convergence with the price action and the bearish signal are those 500, yes, the strongest. At the same time, you have as well a divergence. Yeah, very strong divergence as well for this bullish signal here. Meaning right now, the next bullish divergence that I'm seeking for it is in this area. Which we almost have it, but without a signal. So we need a signal here. Is it close? Aha, okay, it is closer. Well, yeah, that means, of course, I mean, it can move towards the upside for a wave 5. It's a weaker signal, but it can move for higher for wave 5, meaning on the Elliott wave here, let's go back to the chart, meaning this wave 5 has a potential to be taken and finishing a wave C. Because we got a divergence, but still a little bit weak, which it might unfold a wave 5 potentially. And therefore, this is my highest possibility right now to take the high. Now, if we move higher, which I doubt it, guys, because of course you still need to finish this correction for wave 4 and wave 5, and potentially have double 1 too, in case we are bullish. Meaning we're not moving directly towards the upside. If we are in double 1 2s here, it can be that, of course, that you still need 1 2 here, finishing 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Why not? Yeah, so to finish a wave 3, 4 and a 5. Sorry, this one, 3, 4 and a 5, and this one is a bigger. Here we go. So this is our bullish scenario. Yeah, higher potential for this bullish scenario first is to finish a wave 5. But why I still doubt it? Because of course we have 3 ways up here, A, B, C. Yeah. If we are A, B, and a C, therefore you have to be careful. Once we finish this, we might move towards the downside. Yep. So unless, of course, a bigger expanding flat potentially for big 1 2, but you know, the time has already overpassed, right? So basically I would say let's wait for the wave 5 to unfold anyway for wave C here, and wait for the reaction. Basically the reaction in both case scenario has to move towards the downside in a wave 2, and then we test it. If we have here this fib level for a wave 2 hit perfectly in the blue box, here we go, and we see again further retracement or move towards the upside, therefore it can be that 1 2 and another 1 2, maybe we move this wave 2 to this side to give it higher potential or possibility for double 1 2 towards the upside, right? So unless if we pass this fib level 886, meaning we're moving toward the downside, your wave 2 goes back here, you are in ABC towards the upside here, corrective, you finished a big ABC, and you continue towards the downside. So those are the probabilities, guys. The path is somehow like that, okay? For the bullish, it is like this, and for the bearish, it is continuation from there in red, meaning we potentially have a crossroad in this area. It can be any of those fibs, by the way. So we're gonna watch and see what's gonna happen, of course, in near. Those are the potential. Let's watch the price action and then the levels, and we'll see, of course, in the next analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.